Well, hello, everybody. Apparently, I have no idea what I am doing with starting the show. Dan should be joining us any minute now. He is on location. He is off the grid somewhere in the middle part of the United States. I think he's in Tennessee or something like that. So I want to make sure that we recognize everybody who we are supposed to be recognizing, like my man John Wayne Buzzard over at where is John at? I am lost here, everybody, without Daniel. That is hilarious. John Wayne Buzzard over at First Financial Bank, the official bank of BW Sports 1. If you are looking to do anything with your small loans or any business things with banking, you should talk to our man John Wayne Buzzard, 317-417-8582, or john.buzzard@bank@first.com. I am getting a email from Daniel. Hilarious. And also our main man, our Rockstar Realtor, Shawn.nugent, at Talk to Tucker. If you want to get anything, looking for any type of commercial or residential properties that you're looking to buy, sell, rent, anything like that, talk to our man Shawn Nugent over at Talk to Tucker. So you can get him at shawn.nugent at talktotucker.com or talktotucker.com/Shawn Nugent. I'm pretty sure I got some comments. Where the hell is Dan? But anyway, so we got a little bit to talk about today. I will fill the air with nothing, waiting for him to join us. So we'll make sure we run down our shows for the week. On Mondays, we got Bet Your Ass with Rafael Esparza and our homie Dan. Every Monday at 7:30 Eastern, they give you all your ins and odds and numbers about betting and any kind of sports thing that we got flapping and flapping. And guess who's on his way in, folks? Maybe not. But anyway, I'm going to keep going. And then you got us again on Tuesdays for TypO Tuesdays at 7:30 Eastern. That's our good football talk. He's spinning. Maybe he'll show up. He's probably laughing at me, but I don't know. Then we got our brothers over at Dynasty Bros FF. They do their redraft show, and we'll put up the audio later on that evening. On Wednesdays, you got us here on Wednesday Night Live, where we give you just about a little bit of everything across the sports world. And then on Thursdays at 7:30, we got Couch Talk, where we're going to give you, I guess, the ending of the NBA season and the starting of the college basketball season. And then on Saturdays at 12:30, we have Super Kicking It with Steven. I thought I was going to start stepping, but I didn't. Steven. And then on Sundays, there he is. How bad is it, bro?
What up?
How bad is it?
Man, it's
was it
rough.
terrible?
It's rough. It's rough. What are we talking about?
I couldn't get the countdown to work. I just kept counting down numbers and then no video.
That's all right. Did you do the introduction?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I gave our.
I was trying to get into the thing, so I missed it also. What's happening?
Nothing. Bombing. Glad that nobody see it. Well, maybe two people. But it was terrible. So regardless, I know you are somewhere in the mountains, so we will not try to occupy your vacation time all that long because I don't want the person next to you cussing my ass out.
That person?
Yeah.
The Astress herself. She's actually driving too, because I was like, hey, remember, I got the one show this week that I can't miss, and I'm told them I do it from anywhere where I'm at. You got to drive.
She's driving in the dark.
She goes, what?
Hold on. I would agree to this foolishness.
Right? It's all right. It's coming up here on your left, baby.
All right, so let's jump into it. Let's get right to it. We'll run through the bathroom scrolling. We won't go too deep in it, and then we'll get our picks, and then I'll let you go, and then we can get back to this debacle, which is the Braves Atlanta Dodgers game. It is 13-0 in third. It was 11-0
in the second. Right? That's bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. So, anyway, Mom said she saw it. That's great. But all right, so let's get to it. Bathroom scrolling is brought to you by MyBookie. mybookie.ag. 100% deposit match up to $1,000 and a free $10 bet.
Bam! You did that like a pro.
I did that like I read it. All right, so hey, I've been playing with some stuff, but I'm not ready to unveil it yet because you're on location, and I don't want to try some stuff and then like, woo.
So real quick, Tom Racker, to your comment right there, we have a picture for you from earlier today. Tom Racker has been down here a few times and has yet to see a bear. I've came down here 3 or 4 times now, and I've seen a bear every time. This time it was literally like 30, 40 feet away.
See?
He said,
Yeah, that's why.
That's crazy white people problems, right?
Yeah, man. Especially after me seeing that video with the dude and the cougar.
Man, I'm waiting to see one of them bad boys jump up out here.
Yeah, I'm not too adventurous. You know what I mean? I'm good with the cabin and the hot tub on the second level.
I'm not going to sit here and say, here, kitty, kitty, or anything like that. Not that kind of kitty.
Yeah. PG, God bless America. Hey, Thomas, you know, you could have guest hosted the show and we could have had him on location, but no, you got to be too good for the rest of us and just run car shows on CWTV. You know, Mr. Stash of the internet racing scene. But anyway, okay, let's run through it real quick. So, the Lakers won their 17th NBA title. And you're just going to say, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to say on that. I mean, okay, they won. There it is. I'm not taking anything, more or less anything away from anybody this season because of COVID or anything else. You won a championship regardless. I don't care what anybody says. And that's in any sport right now. You won the championship. You guys are the kings of the court. I mean, there you go. I mean, what else am I supposed to say on that?
I don't know. I really. I thought you were supposed to say, I mean, you want your damn respect too. You know she can't drive with that damn light on.
No, we stopped at so she ran inside the store real quick. So
Mountain Dew. So no, we can talk about that later when we do our pre-draft conversation on Couch Talk when it gets to basketball, because I mean there's a lot, you know, still teams that have not yet signed their coaches. So draft coming up, you know, there's a lot of free agents, a lot of deals that can be done, a lot of hearsay. So there's a lot that can be talked about. But hey, congratulations to the King. He gets his 4th ring. I'm still not ready to proclaim him the dude. I saw some stats today, just laid out. You take all the era, all the blah, blah, blah out of it. You go right down the thing. Bro, I got some work to do. So, but I don't like to take people out their thing, but this is a great accomplishment. You know, there's a lot of firsts for a lot of individuals in this particular championship, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Rondo, you know, became one of 2 people to win the championship with LA and Boston. You know, Braun becomes the first person to win the championship in 3 different franchises. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So,
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot
yeah,
of things that I could hit on and stuff, but I didn't know how deep you
we
really
weren't.
wanted to get
We
into
weren't.
it on that.
We
Okay.
didn't.
Yeah,
We
I'm
didn't.
gonna give them all the respect in the world for you guys are the champs. Like I said, the LA Lakers are now the champs once again in the NBA, but a lot of work still can be done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, last note, you think they got a chance to
Excuse
repeat?
me. What?
Think they got a chance to repeat?
Yeah, they got a chance, but we'll have to see what kind of off season goes on. How long the off season will be. You know, are they going to start in November? No. Are they going to start in January? I don't know. You know, we'll have to definitely see what comes up there.
Talk about the ratings. They were in the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
They
Hey,
were.
you know, that's fine. Real basketball people watched them. You know what I'm saying? Look, I put it like that. You know, people can, you know, say
That's
whatever
true.
they want. They can have whatever interest or not interest or whatever they want. You know what I mean? They still crown the champion. I mean, if you didn't watch them because you didn't believe in their message, then you know what? Whatever. That's how.
Maybe I just didn't watch the last NBA game of the finals because I knew, for one, they're wearing the Mamba jerseys. For two, they were coming in to get that crown one way or another that night. For three, I didn't think it was going to be a close game. And God, it was awful by the time I saw the score. So I'm like, I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah,
Had nothing to
I
do with the
know.
message or not.
I know people. I don't know what the correlation is. You know, they're going to try to spin it however you want to spin it. You already know one fella particularly that already spin it the way he wanted to spin it. You know, whatever. You know what I mean? Real basketball fans watched it. There, as simple as that. You know what I mean? Because the conversation is throughout Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, internet, sports talk. So somebody watched it. You know,
Yeah.
ESPN Disney still got some cheese. So and
Now Space Jam 2 can finally drop.
right. All right, next up. Reds great Joe Morgan passes at the age of 77. My
He
condolences to
is,
Cincinnati,
yeah,
man.
he's an idol, man. He's an idol in the city of Cincinnati. And baseball in general, I mean, Joe Morgan, obviously, that's Big Joe. You know, I wish I could say I knew him personally, but I didn't.
I didn't really watch a whole lot of that part of the baseball scene with the Big Red Machine. I am familiar with him. I am familiar with him, but I'm more familiar with him as calling games and doing the stuff on ESPN. That's why
Well,
I'm
you
recognizing
were
him
at
more.
least alive when he played for the Big Red Machine.
Oh, I was alive. I mean, I might have
Me, I was
pull up. I might have still been a pull up, but I was alive.
right. He was alive.
I don't know if they had pull ups back then, though, bro. I think it was cloth
No, man,
diapers.
you still had the safety pins.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah, I
cloth
was gonna say
diapers.
you still had the safety pins and stuff.
We didn't have them clenched to your thighs run through the neighborhoods. All right. Well, MLB baseball. Let's see.
There's
Well,
something
we
in the
just talked
water in
about it.
Tampa Bay, man. There's something
Hey,
in the water in Tampa Bay. I'm just
hey, Tampa
saying.
Bay is doing their damn thing. Their pitching is outstanding, and they're not really having to use it. You know what I mean? Everybody's feeling their role. Everybody's getting their rest, and their bats are starting to come alive. Late in the Yankee series, it just took over, and they're up 3-1. I mean 3-0. I expect them to finish that off tonight against Mr. Era, Bang the Trash Can, Altuve, and the rest of the cheaters. Sucks for
The
Dusty Baker that
asterisks.
you had. What'd you say?
The asterisks.
Yeah, starts with Dusty Baker had to take over for a team that has a negative aura over them. No matter what they do, they were still going to be looked at. I think COVID saved them. Didn't really give them the chance to get the drumming by the fans that they deserve. I don't care what they did, how close they got from not making it. I hope the Rays continue to beat that ass. And the Dodgers are up 15-1 in the bottom of the third. And like I posted, lucky the Braves are up 2-0.
Can you hear me now?
I can now.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay,
now.
there. All right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean the Braves put it on the Dodgers. I think that's what you were saying, but now the Dodgers, like you said, are finally coming alive.
And there goes the ass. He must have went through some mountains. So we will keep it moving right along. Oh, he's back.
I'm back. Hold
is.
on. We got police on us.
Woo! You got them hot boys NRC.
Man, they're hot.
NRC.
They're hot and heavy out here. They are hot and heavy down here, folks. I will say that. Like I was saying, like kind of adding to what you were saying, the Braves put them to sleep the first game with the Dodgers. The Dodgers come back, and what did you say it is? 13-0 right now in the third?
15-1 in the bottom of the third.
Okay, that's pathetic. I'm sorry. 15-1. Man.
There was 11-0 at the end of the first.
So, yeah. That's pathetic.
Yeah.
Which means
it was
have
just
to go deep into their bullpen tonight.
Hey, that was just good hitting, man. They got a favorable call on a Mookie Betts on the first base play. And if that call would have stood, ground ball, innings over, call stands, they rattle off 11 runs.
Yeah, that's still wow.
Yeah.
But like I said, they're going to be reaching deep into their bullpen in the next game.
I expect them not to go too deep in their bullpen because this game is pretty much out of hand already. I mean, you can if you're willing, but you already have that 2-game cushion. Go ahead and get them position players some time on the mound. You know what I'm saying? Rest that bullpen.
Right.
Rest that
I'm
bullpen.
with you, and I agree. That would probably be the best thing for them because it's up here more. Because if you're down that much, it depends on how many pitching changes have they had since the first inning? Just one?
I think they're on their second. The third pitcher, but second change. I haven't really been paying attention to the last few seconds because we've started up. But and no, I mean, if you look at it, he says use another starter. In normal baseball circumstances, I would agree with you. Use another starter in normal playoff circumstances, but they're playing 7-game series in 7 days. Pitchers normally get what 2-3 days in between 2-3 games, 2-3 days in between starts.
That and you're already down 14 runs, so there's no reason to try to come back in that game.
Yeah, man, you up 2-0, let this game go. If you think around and get your way back in it, maybe bring it
Hold on. The asterisk is trying to talk. I don't know if she's talking to me or she's talking to herself. I'm not too sure, folks.
She's probably talking to the car.
I think she's talking to the car.
All right, so here we go. Next up, did you see the knockout?
Holy hell, I did. That right there was a great gazoo if I've ever seen one in my life.
Best knockout of the year.
That has to be a spinning foot palm to the face.
Yeah, it was. I mean, here, get all toe jam and athlete's foot all up in your mouth, teeth, nose, eyeball area.
Right.
All right, so it was good. If you didn't see it, go check it out. Buckley knocked his ass clean out.
But he was gone. He was gone before he hit the ground.
Yeah, dude did push-ups before the show and got his hair faded for 0 reasons. So,
Totally.
all right. Next up, Rafael Nadal, Rafa, had won his 13th French Open and his 20th overall major, tying him with Roger Federer for #1 all time.
Like I said in the notes, was there really any doubt that he was going to win this?
Well, he owns the clay. He completely owns the clay when he's healthy. And to win it 13 times, that's absolutely outstanding. I mean, Rafa's really, really, really good. I'm not ready to crown him like top 3 yet because all of his dominance has been on one surface with just the clay. I know he's won on other surfaces, but the majority of his win that majors, the 13, has been on the clay. But if you look at Roger, he's got multiple on the clay, multiple on the hard court, multiple on the grass. You know what I'm saying? You look at Agassi, Pete Sampras, they all have multiples on each. You know, so I'm not really ready to put him at, top 3 yet. I know I'm maybe 6.
He's getting there. He's climbing up there definitely.
But he's definitely getting there. I don't want to knock him though.
I got a mask up.
Yes. Mask up, sir. Stay safe with them Goonies down there.
Right?
All right. Next up, real big fight this weekend.
Yes.
In the lightweight class, a unification bout. We got Lomachenko versus Lopez. Lopez, the IBF. Lomachenko has the WBA, the WBO. So this is a unification bout. Champion versus champion. We're going to figure out who is the top dog of them all.
Well, I'm going to say Lopez has one hell of a heart. However, Lomachenko, man, I don't see him giving up that belt. I don't see him losing this match that he's been needing to put on his resume for a little bit now.
Yeah, I'm going with. Lopez has a very nice knockout power. He can chin you at any point in time. But Lomachenko is a special fighter. He's one of those rare special fighters. Those Floyd Mayweather, those Oscar De La Hoyas, those Tyson, those type of fighters. And I don't see him losing. He's had both of these belts for multiple years. I think he brings that back. The only issue that I have in this fight is the winner being proclaimed the pound for pound. I'm not ready to claim this particular fight the pound for pound, but we still got Joey Crawford, who is a really excellent undefeated knockout artist that we've been waiting to fight all of 2020. We haven't seen him. The ad fight that was scheduled, but we haven't seen him fight this year due to all the issues. So we want to see Crawford. Then you got heavyweights whose name is now being reconsidered as best pound for pound fighters. With Fury and guys like that. So, hey, I'm anxious to see who comes out, but I really want to watch this fight.
I do too. I'm probably not going to be able to watch it live, but I'll be checking all the highlights, checking all the journals and all that. Well, I bet you are. I don't know. I'm going to try.
I'll leave this cowboy talk later. That's going to be some stuff. I said you get into your shit. So we're going to pass that by. We're gonna let, because that's going to be the one that I like to get Tom Bracker on. Hey, what up? I like to get Tom Bracker on for his cowboy input on that too. So we'll pass over that. But I want to say this to Colts fans for our next subject matter at hand will be, I've started a movement on Twitter, hashtag Team Jacoby.
Did you really expect Phillip Rivers to be any more than a 1 year, kind of a 1 year prop?
No, I expect Phillip Rivers to do exactly what Phillip Rivers done the last 14 years of his career, turn the ball over in crucial situations and games that matter. And exactly
Anytime,
what he's
anytime you're sitting there throwing the ball from your back foot, fading away is never a good thing. I mean, it might be a last resort thing, but the problem we've seen with Phil Rivers over the years is it's always a last resort moment for him.
yeah. So we said it on this show since the beginning of the whatever with the NFL before the COVID when this deal was
Right.
done. I said it then. I thought it was a ridiculous ass move. I was Team Jacoby then. I'm Team Jacoby now, and I'm Team Jacoby until they bench this old ass, washed up, expensive ass quarterback.
There you go. There you go. So I just want to show you real quick what I'm getting ready to do. This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna see if they let me go live the whole time. I'm gonna be driving with one hand. I'm gonna be talking with the other. This is gonna be interesting, folks.
All right, so let's see how that goes. Yep, got to come on.
That's fine. Hold on, man.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. No problem.
What happened?
I'm switching carts. He's giving me a faster cart, man.
Okay.
Right on. See, he's telling me I'm on the fastest cart here. Hold on.
Hey, watch the whistle. Watch the whistle.
There we go.
Hey, buddy, you're live.
Yeah. All right, see, I got the fastest cart here, so we're going to see what happens.
That should be fun. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can finish up. I don't know.
Woo-hoo, this is fun. I'm listening.
All right, so I don't know. I don't really care about what any other player does for the rest of this season. The comeback player of the year for this season is Alex Smith.
Hey, man, I am not going to lie. Just coming back, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, cool. Holy shit, there's a big old hill here. Woo-hoo! I mean, just for him being on the field out there after all that is by itself outrageous. Let alone not throwing. I don't think he threw a pick, did he?
No, he didn't throw a pick either.
Yeah. So,
And he took the sack. He got up, bounced up, got back in the line. Hey, man, I'm a little pissed off that they didn't start him this week, but that's here or there. But I'm excited about it. That pretty much lets me know that Haskins is on his way out of Washington. It's only been a year and a half. I think he got screwed, but the GM didn't want to, the coach didn't want to, the owner drafted you, so there you have it.
right. Go with it, man. He's good enough to be out there, you know, and he's showing nothing but heart coming back from that shit. So why not?
Yeah, I'm with you. Last couple things, then we'll get into our picks and we'll get you out of here. These are little last minute additions. You probably don't know yet. Nick Saban tested positive for COVID. And they play Georgia Saturday, don't they?
Yes, I believe so, and I did see that. Heck is. I did see that. I was waiting on them to catch me because I was started before them. Yeah, I did see it, Nick Saban. And like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what the Big Ten does now, what the SEC does, and everybody.
Hey, I'm anxious to see what the SEC and the Big Ten and the Pac-12 we're sitting on the outside watching what's going on because you've already had some issues in the ACC with Notre Dame and a couple other programs, North Carolina, somewhere else. And now you're having it in the SEC. You had it with LSU. You got it with Florida now, who had, might I ask you, remember that Florida was allowed to have 100% capacity in all their sporting events for that was just for all their events that was just happened recently. And then here we go. You got the Florida Gators. They got 19 positive tests as of right now. Their game this week has been postponed with LSU, saving LSU another ass whooping, but that's here nor there. But you already seen 2 games that are now just being postponed. I think Vanderbilt game is postponed as well. And you got Alabama's coach, you know what I mean, for the Big Ten, they'll still got another week before they come in. They're sitting back and watching all this. And it might come out to be that told y'all.
Isn't it ironic? I mean, not ironic, but it just seems like Florida's loved the past few years. I mean, they get on a good roll. They did lose one last weekend, but then all of a sudden they get hit with COVID, and now their season's screwed.
Yep. So those are the 2 things going on. This just popped up right before we came on. The NFL cancels the Pro Bowl this year. First time since 1949. I think that would have been, what, World War II? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I did not hear that at all.
The NFL cancels the Pro Bowl.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did see that. Yes. Hey, in the players' mind, it's been canceled for, I don't know, 6 years now as a regular game. I think they should still award them for something, but
I mean, I still think they'll get Pro Bowl honors. I mean, all whatever it is, I think they'll still get that. But I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be no game. I mean, but really, like you said, I mean, the game is crap anyway. You know, so I'm more interested in the skills challenge. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like how the NBA All-Star game seemed to be a little wishy-washy. All you want to see was the skills, the shooting, and the dunk. But last year, they done changed the whole thing all the way up. And if they do that like they did, do that next year like they did last year, ooh-wee. So I'm excited. But still, the best All-Star game will always be the baseball All-Star game.
I'm sorry, I was watching this guy yell at Christy. She don't know how to slow down.
There's a pedal called a brake.
She don't know what that is.
No. All right, so
Oh. Yeah,
right.
I got jammed.
All right, you ready to do the picks?
Somebody ran into me. I don't know. It may have been Jasmine. I'm about to find out. No.
No, I'm sure that would have been all over down.
No, wasn't Jasmine. Some dumbass who doesn't know how to brake.
No, I won't say that.
Hold on.
You almost got me.
Hold on. Woo. It's hard to get out of this car with one arm, man.
You're going to go with the one arm.
Do what?
Nothing.
He coming.
What?
All right, now I can hear you again.
All right, you ready to do the pick?
Yes, let's do the picks.
All right, spotlight picks of the week. So you want to do last week's and talk about the debacles of last week?
So, I'm sorry. Say again.
You want to go over our surprises and disappointments?
Yes.
All right. My surprise, I'm going to go with Derek Carr because Derek Carr decided that he was tired of losing, and he didn't want to lose no more. So he went and hung a 40 piece up on the defending champs and said, "I'm not gonna lose no more."
He did, and you bet your ass I picked that, and you can ask Raphael because I sent him the text before the game.
Nice. I think the wife wanted to pick it, but she stayed with it the last minute.
Yeah, it happens.
So we both agreed on Mr. Derek Carr.
But I'm not going to say it's necessarily a debacle, though. I mean, they are a rival. I mean, it's Kansas City and I about said Oakland. So it's Kansas City and Las Vegas, the Raiders and the Chiefs. It's a heck of a rivalry, man. They came in there to Arrowhead Stadium, haven't won in 6 years, I believe, and boom, pulled it off.
He said, "Did you run by yourself? Looked like you flipped it."
Looked like
they was all on there. Yeah, I'm still not buying into the Raiders, but I'm happy that he backed his frustrations up with a W. So that was good for him. With the surprise team, I am going to go with the Texans as my surprise team. You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Texans as my surprise team because after losing your head coach and having to deal with Romeo Correll, I was really impressed of how they approached the game. They came out ready to play, ready to win, and they looked really good.
They did. I mean, they did play the Jags, so you got to take it with a little grain of salt for what they did, because that team is capable of doing what we saw Sunday, but they just haven't been able to show it yet, I guess, and they finally needed that team such as the Jaguars to kind of show it off. So,
I mean, you lose that many games, it tends to make teams go the other way. So, I like their testicular fortitude in a very adverse situation.
I do too. Now, my pick, I was skeptical on betting on this game. Honestly, I almost picked the winner, but I didn't. I'm not going to say I did, but I didn't necessarily bet it other than put it in the parlay. But Dolphins, man, Miami, doing what we know that they can do on defense. Everybody knows is going to say, well, they got hurt, blah, blah, blah. Garoppolo got pulled, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't read too much into that as far as Garoppolo getting pulled because there is no quarterback controversy in San Francisco.
Controversy with?
Huh?
I'm like, who would the controversy be with?
Well, I'm saying just because he got pulled, some people that don't know what they're seeing or don't talk the way they should, I guess, and saying, "Oh, is Garoppolo going to get benched?" No, he wasn't ready to come back physically. He tried it; it wasn't working. They put him back on the sidelines. Done deal. But the Dolphins are capable of doing that on defense. Like I said before the start of the season, man, the Dolphins' defensive backs are where it's at.
Yeah, let's hope they can get more games in that they can be able to do that. I don't know.
I'm not saying it's going to happen a lot. I'm just saying they're capable of doing it.
There you go. I can go with that. All right, so disappointments. We both got him, bro. And I'm going to say it again. Hashtag Team Jacoby. Man, Phillip Rivers is trash, man. Trash. Trash.
He's not
trash.
He's always been pretty good in fantasy, but fantasy doesn't win you games in real football. So maybe it is time to give the team back to Jacoby and let Phillip Rivers ride the pine for a minute. At least you got a decent, somewhat decent backup to come in if Jacoby does get hurt. Let's give him a chance.
Hashtag Team Jacoby. Start oppressing the black quarterback.
There you
That
go.
was uncalled for. That was completely
Are
uncalled
you
for.
watching? Do you really have SpongeBob? Wow.
My name Kunta. Yeah, okay. Another one uncalled for. I'm sorry. You know, I'm
You don't
sorry.
have to. I'm gonna have to learn how to mute yourself.
All right, so here we go. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. And our team, we both go with the Colts. I mean,
Yeah.
terrible.
Now, like I said in the notes, Colts got beat regardless of who their quarterback was, or who was going to be, or who will be. The Colts got beat by a better football team on Sunday. The Browns are not the Browns that everybody remembers. The Browns are a legit football team.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Yes.
About,
We'll talk. I was gonna say we'll talk here in a minute about that. We'll find out.
we'll find out here about 4 days, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But anyway, moving on. Last week, we both picked our game, Eagles Steelers, as the best game. I'm gonna say this: I didn't really talk a whole lot of trash to you. That's not kind of like what I do. I say something here and there, and I keep it moving. But listen, we both got two young receivers that need to be paid attention to. First time I cheered for a Notre Dame guy in a very long
So yeah,
time.
Stephon Tuitt. So yes, Stephon Tuitt did have a great game for you guys. That's what he asked me the other day. He's like, he said something about, Notre Dame. Oh, your Notre Dame boy's doing really good today. I goes, who, Tuitt? He's like, no, Claypool. I'm like, I know. I just didn't want to hear his name again.
Yeah, so
I really can't believe that they just let me go live like I was with my phone out, driving with one hand down that whole course the whole time. That's the funniest part about what happened so far.
I'm getting ready to let you know a little secret. You're in Tennessee. Indiana, we're refined. We make educated decisions. We think before we act. You're in Tennessee. That doesn't happen.
Most of the time.
They favor Virginia. They like their cousins.
Wow. No.
Yeah, I said it.
We're not in Kentucky.
Come get me.
We're not in Kentucky.
All right, so what else? Whatever with last week. Worst games. I had the the Giants Cowboys, which ended up being a freaking terrible game.
Worst game.
Then you had the Jaguars and the Texans. Jaguars and Texans.
Which really wasn't a good game to watch either.
It wasn't a good game to watch, but it was a good outcome for the Texans. The Giants-Cowboys game was rough to watch, and
not a good outcome for either team.
I think that might be the last image that we see of Dak Prescott in a Cowboy uniform.
Ooh, that's early, but yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to speculate that yet.
Hey, listen, I'm not buying into Jerry Jones shit, talking about, we going to get this deal done. We going to get it done. But why couldn't you get it done when the man was healthy? When he had trying to get the deal done. Now you want to get the deal done when you got the leverage and you can pay him completely less than what he's worth. Dak Prescott was the only thing good on that team. And we get ready to see exactly how bad those stanky ass Cowboys are. You just won the division, buddy.
Well, he is on a franchise tag year, so we'll see. I mean, where's he going to go? Is he going to go to the Giants? I'm joking.
Nah, he's gonna go to Chicago.
He's gonna be a Bear, huh? I don't know. We'll have to see.
My man Toriano would love that.
Yes, he will.
All right, so moving on past the intriguing game. You had the Browns and the Colts. I had the Bucks, and no, the Bucks and the Bears. I had the Bucks and the Bears. The Bears showed me a little more than what I thought they were capable of. I think Trubisky is really on his way out. Foles won that locker room. I think he already had the locker room, and you can see the difference of the play of this team. And why did they sign Gronkowski again?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, moving on.
My bad.
Moving on from the GOAT. All right, we got this week's
You
pick.
got plenty of room over here, baby.
Who you got best
Okay.
game?
Who'd I put?
You put Browns and Steelers, baby.
Browns and Steelers, best game of the week, and I'll tell you why. This is obviously for the AFC North, first place in the division. I have it in my pocket, baby. Man, she's yelling at me all the time. You get your mask. Get your mask. Got your mask. Ridiculous. Browns, Steelers. Defense better show up for both teams. Let's just say that. Because I honestly can think that the Browns could beat a lot of teams in a shootout. So Steelers defense better show up.
Number 2 rated defense in the league behind the Indianapolis Colts. Let's make it happen. The Browns are exactly who we treat them.
Well, hold on now. Who the Browns just beat?
Huh?
Who the Browns just beat? Number 1 defense in the league, right?
Hey, them dudes was I thought. But anyway, no, I feel what you're saying, but this is a whole different type of concept. And I really think the Darius Leonard had a very large impact on how Baker Mayfield was able to do what he was able to do in that backfield without having no pressure. I think that was a major deal. Our front four and the Blitzberg is there to come, and our secondary is growing as we speak. I know they give up a lot of yards in our nickel back. Our nickel corner gave up a lot of yards. I guarantee you, Landry and Odell Beckham, overrated, will not be covered by nickel corners.
No, they're going to have a lot of man-to-man right there.
I guarantee you they're not going to be covered by nickel corners. So it might not be a shootout, but I'm going to tell you this. If the Steelers put up at least 19 points, Cleveland can't win. You're not going to be able to put up that many points against that defense.
You're not giving them enough credit. You're giving your defense too much credit week in, week out.
I'm giving my defense the credit that they've earned. Cleveland's running their offense. They're getting their chunk yards because of Chubb, who is out right now, and Hunt, who are making great impacts in the running game, which allows you to do that play action. You're not going to get that with this team that's giving up less than 70 yards rush in the game. You had the guy the other night, have 1 carry to get him a touchdown, 72 yards. You know how many yards he finished with the game with?
Like 75.
Less than he had on that play. They're not
you never know.
And so that means if you have to sit back there and throw the ball, here comes TJ Watt. Here comes Bud Dupree. But then you got these guys pushing up in the front. You're not going to outrun TJ Watt, player. That's not going to happen. He's a Watt.
Yes, he is. He's a Watt. And you have a Watt on defense. But I'm telling you, just watch out because you said 19 points. 19 points is not a lot of points to hold somebody to in the NFL.
I have a way they shut down the run is how the Cleveland's offense runs. So you shut down the run, and it's going to take Odell Beckham out the game because not really a great route runner. Just throw it up and let the gloves do the work.
Well, with one hand, right?
Yeah, let the gloves do the work. You know what I mean? I could be a superstar tight end with the gloves.
I could too. I'd actually be on offense if I could catch.
So yeah, we both agree on that. No, I tied though. There was two games I really wanted to watch. The other game was the Packers and the Bucks.
I don't think it's going to be as good as what everybody thinks it is. It's not the same Tom Brady and Rodgers matchup as we've seen in the past. I really think that the only thing I can say, Tampa Bay, everybody's sleeping on the defense still. Their defense is stout. The problem with that is they're going to meet Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers offense. And they're still on fire. They're still on fire. They're still on fire. You can't stop them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers all day. That thing he's electrifying. He's got that offense running. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder. He's dropped Danica. He's good to go. First game, we tied on this. Washington football team at the Giants.
Worst game of the week.
Worst game of the week. I think it needs to be moved to Wednesday at 1 p.m.
That should be like the London blackout game.
Yeah.
Play it at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning and don't even show it on TV because it's not worth anybody's time to watch.
Yeah, don't even put it on NFL Network. Show Super Bowl highlights or something.
Something.
All right, most intriguing game. We got this one again, bro. Chiefs and Bills.
Chiefs and Bills, you got both teams coming off a loss.
Yeah.
Both teams are top in the AFC. Both teams are going to be hungry, and both teams are going to want that win. And only one is going to come out victorious. I'm going to tell you right now.
I'd like to correct you, sir. No, they're not top of the AFC. That'd be the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers.
I didn't say they are the top. I said they are part of the top of the AFC.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I know it takes a little minute to comprehend words that come out of my mouth.
I mean, you're Eagles fan. I mean, you've been crying all week.
I ain't been crying. I didn't expect to win, but I said we were going to win.
Oh, but I forgot to say something about them. Before we go back, I forgot to say.
Oh.
You're almost done. I forgot to say to you about your Eagles. That's the Eagles team that I picked to come out of the NFC to represent the NFC Super Bowl. That was the Eagles team that I expected to see. That was it.
Well, they played a lot better than what they had the past, 3 weeks or so.
I mean, even though they lost the best game they played all year.
We'll see what happens going forward now.
I'll give you that. Chiefs and Bills, yeah. I'm with you on that. Both teams coming off losses. Both teams coming off home losses. Mm-hmm. So this should be an interesting game. They got a lot to prove. KC needs to tighten up their defense, man. That's where their problem is. You got to be able to get.
You said I got to put this up, right?
All right. I'm gonna get mine. Are we done?
No, finished. What are you saying?
No, I'm just saying I want you to be, interrupted.
No, I'm good. Yeah, we're good.
The Chiefs need to tighten up to a couple of things. They need to be able to get the ball to Mahomes. You can't allow people to have multiple 8, 9, 10, 11 play drives. You got to get them off the ball. You can't have your best player, your best asset to your football team sitting on the sideline. You got to have him on the field. So,
well, it's about the time during the season where the Bills start flopping a couple times week in and week out. So that would be the only reason I see the Bills losing. However, I really got a feeling that the Bills are going to give the Chiefs the second consecutive loss of the season. But we'll see. It's going to be a real good game. Both teams are fighting for top seeds in the AFC, respectively in the divisions, obviously. But, We'll have to say the I would say the winner of this game is going to move probably 5 spaces in the power rankings at least. Maybe.
5 spaces. How much
If it's
higher
possible.
how much higher can the Chiefs go? God damn
If
it.
it's possible.
Shit. All right, well, there you have it, everybody. That is what we got for our Thursday Night Live special.
Yes,
with
I'm getting ready
on
to
location.
hop on a Alpine mountain coaster.
Have fun with that.
That's right, folks. You know what it is. Wednesday Night Live. Black and White Sports, powered by First Financial Bank, 317-417-8582. Call John for all your banking essentials, whether it be savings account, banking account, or not. But yeah, it's all banking account, savings account, checking account, business loans, personal loans, mortgage loans, all that. 317-417-8582. And Shawn Nugent, the Rockstar Realtor himself, 317-503-8322. Check him out if you're buying or selling a home. You want to go with him. You want to talk to Shawn and talk to Tucker today. That's 317-503-8322. Damon, the Pew Pew girl was over in line. I better go join her. Oh, I messed up something, didn't I?
No, that was great. You see how much easier he flowed? You see? Oh my God.
I need to come to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge more often. Damon, as always, what do we do?
Hey man, we just try to keep Indy as sporty as we can.
Pew pew. Peace. All right. Later.
And later.